Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. You know, we're starting to get close to 20,000 subscribers, and we're going to do another big giveaway once we hit 20,000 subscribers. I've got all kinds of stuff from my sponsors, some Berkeley tackle, an Abu Garcia reel, striker gear, dirty jig stuff. I've got a bunch of stuff from my sponsors that I want to give away to you guys out there. And I'm even getting some other viewers and supporters of the channel that want to provide products to give away for 20,000 subscribers as well. So we've got a bunch of stuff, but the only way you guys can be entered and have a shot at winning some of this cool stuff is if you're a subscriber to the channel. So if you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscriber button. Also, if you're looking to get some help on your local lakes and you want some helpful information, you can reach out to fishthemoment.com or go to the fishthemoment.com link in my description for this video and go to our lake breakdown section. We've got tons of lake breakdowns where you guys can get waypoints to your local lakes and some advice as to how to fish those lakes at certain times of the year. It's myself, Randy Blockett, and Johnny Schultz all doing lake breakdowns, so you can check that out at fishthemoment.com. All right, guys, so I've done several videos lately that we're talking about colors and what to do with water, and I've gotten several different requests from viewers that want me to break down colors for crankbait specifically. And I got to tell you guys, crankbaits are one of those things where you've got so many different color variations out there that it can be very overwhelming as to what color to choose in certain scenarios. And for me, I keep it really simple. You know, there's really, for me, three basic water types. And within those water types, you have certain colors that work better. That's how I break it down. Once you have the base color for that certain type of water, that water clarity, at that point, you've got accent colors, right? So what I'm talking about specifically is like this Berkeley Frit side I'm looking at here. The base color on this is a white body. I mean, it's a opaque white body. And at that point, your accent colors are going to be the blue back as well as the chartreuse stripe on it. But for the most part, it's a white crankbait. That's really what I mean by your base colors. So for me, what you've got is you've got bright colors or dark colors. You've got white bases, and then you've got opaque bases, so ones you can pretty much see through. So for me, when I break down what crankbait I want to choose, I'm going to look at the water itself. So if I've got water clarity that's 2 feet or less, which is pretty off colored, it's not clear by any means. If I've got water color that's 2 feet or less, I'm going to be looking for either a bright colored bait or a dark colored bait. So what do I mean by that? So a dark colored bait would be like this craw color right here. So anything that's got reds or dark blacks in it, at that point, that's going to be a darker colored hue. For me, if I'm fishing muddy water, I like the reds as well as black. The other color choice I would go with is something that's more along the lines of a chartreuse or even like a bright orange, like a blaze orange. A base that's very bright. You can use white as well, but I think a chartreuse or an orange body or a red or a black shows up better. So if I'm fishing dirty water, I'm pretty much going to go with a hue, a main base color of one of these two. At that point, you know, if this chartreuse bait has a black back or a bright blue back or a pink back, to me, that's just an accent color. I think sometimes those can be helpful. I think sometimes those are made to sell baits to fishermen. In either case, what I'm more concerned about is the fact that I've got an opaque, bright colored body or a dark colored body for muddy water. From there, you go into what you know, that 1.5 to 2 foot range of visibility to about 4 feet of visibility. At that point, for me, I'm going to stick very much with natural, opaque bodied shad colored baits. So what do I mean by that? That's where I'm going with something that's just, you know, a white body, like I was saying before, this one. Both these are white bodied bases, and then you have a little bit brighter blue back versus a more natural colored, you know, I don't even know what that is. It's a dark purplish black back. These two baits are what I'm going to be choosing if I'm fishing in that 1.5 to 2 foot range to 4 foot of visibility. So I want something that's got, you know, it stands out a little bit, but is not super, super bright. It's obnoxious. And I'm going to be going with some sort of shad color. At that point, the accent colors are up to you guys. If you want a chartreuse stripe down the side for your sexy shad, go for it. If you want a pink stripe down the side, you can do that. But your base color of the white has not changed much. Lastly, if I'm fishing 4 foot of water, visibility, or clear, that's when I'm going to go with baits like the opaque bodied baits. I think I hear my little buddy. What do you need, Duke?
I need to pee.
Okay, you need to pee. We'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Bathroom duty calls. We are still potty training, although we haven't had any issues lately, but he still needs a little bit of help. Want to make sure I help him versus make him wait, in which case I may have an accident on my hands. So what I'm getting at here is super clear water. So 4 foot or more of water visibility. That's when I want to go with my translucent bodies or a dulled down chrome color or just natural shad color. So a translucent bait would be something along the lines of this bluegill color right here. You can see pretty much right through the bait. And then a dulled down base color would be something along the lines of this guy right here, where you can see it's just it's kind of a chromish silver color, but it's not quite straight chrome, although I do like chrome in clear water as well. But the key here is what you want is something that's going to catch some sunlight, throw a little bit of flash, but it's not going to be super obnoxious. So if you've got a white bait that throws off a lot of flash, it's going to be louder than this more natural looking bait in clear water. It just seems like anytime I'm fishing really clear water, so that 4 foot of visibility or more, you want to have a bait that's dulled down a little bit, unless you're fishing really low light conditions. If you've got really low light conditions, that kind of throws out water clarity. But with respect to all these, I'm talking about like normal light conditions throughout the day. And that's how I do it, guys. I'm really very simple and straightforward when I come to my crankbait colors. I do not want to get overwhelmed with having so many different bait choices to choose from. I know that these hues work, the base colors work, and at that point, a little bit of accent is fine, but I might alter that based on the species I'm fishing for or the lake that I'm fishing. You know, if I'm fishing someplace that's got spotted bass, I may want a little bit of chartreuse in it. If I'm fishing somewhere that's got smallmouth, maybe a little bit of accent orange. But again, I don't feel like those make a huge difference. I feel like that ends up hurting your wallet more than it helps the number of fish that you're going to catch. But I do think there is a huge difference, you know, between throwing these base colors for each of those 3 different water clarities. So I hope this was helpful, guys. If it was, hit that like button. Stay tuned. We got more videos coming out tomorrow. Thanks for watching.